So starting to get some more views again. If you can hear that airplane, somebody's getting views the easy way. If you look over this way, a couple of windmills out in the distance, and I think that furthest hill there is in Vermont. So starting to get a good view. Well, I got slightly off trail again. Couldn't find my way forward, so I had to backtrack a little bit. But man, the ice, it's pretty hairy. I am so glad I have spikes. I would have been turned around a long time ago if it hadn't been for those spikes. So this sign says that it's 1.4 miles to the summit. I have a feeling I'm not gonna make it. This is so cool. We've got the icicles hanging off the trees, and then behind us, this gorgeous vista. Not sure what mountain that is over there, but I can clearly see the ski trails. Let's see. We're heading south, so that would be in Massachusetts, so probably Wachusett. That is awesome. Well, it is 1:26, and there's the summit. And I just talked to some folks, turned around about half an hour ago, and they said they were about 20 minutes out. So if it took them, that makes it 50 minutes. I'm not gonna make it. It was a valiant effort, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn back now. So according to my GPS, I've hiked about 4.5 miles. I think I did about 3.5 before I turned around, so that means I've come a mile, which means I have 2.5 more to go. It's starting to get dark-ish, so I definitely made the right call in turning around. No, I did not go down that. I went around to the side. I was born at night. I wasn't born last night. So I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, that I have just gotten past the hardest part. I've got a few icy spots up ahead, but for the most part it should be pretty easy sailing from here on. I believe I have about a mile to go and about an hour until dark. So I should hit my car right about on schedule. Film and hike at the same time. Very little ice on the trail, although I know there's 1 or 2 spots coming up. So I haven't taken off my spikes yet. Once I get past that last area where I first put them on, then I'll take them off. So, sheet of ice right in front of me, and I decided to look down. The patterns in the ice, it's just amazing, so beautiful. The shapes, and then you look at it, and the trail is higher than the land around it, and yet somehow it ended up with ice on the trail, but not to the sides of the trail very much. A little bit of snow, but it's only iced over on the trail. If you look here, you can see it's kind of wavy going down. So beautiful. So I'm coming up on what I believe to be the last major section of ice. After this, I'll take my spikes off because I won't need them anymore. But unlike that last one, here the trail is a low area, and so it makes sense for there to be plenty of ice on it. but definitely got to work on stabilizing my my camera mount. So thankfully with the spikes I can just walk across it without the poles because it's level. If it was sloped, I would definitely want to be more braced with my poles. Almost to the trailhead. According to my GPS, I've done about 6.1 miles in about 5.5 hours. So better than 1 mile an hour, but not by much. But that ice was slow going. I did take a tumble after I took off my micro spikes, which made me feel really stupid. But I think that we're done with the ice at this point. Of course, I thought that before I took a tumble too. So, according to my GPS, I did 6.5 miles in 5 hours and 40 minutes. And considering how dark it is, I think I made the right choice to turn around before the summit. So thank you, Lord, for a mitigatedly successful hike. Mitigated because I didn't make it to the top, but successful because I made it back down in one piece. So thank you all for watching. Good night.